We still have the final question about the fourth recording. What was the
He got
result?
bruises on
Bravo.
his all of his body, and until today, now he started walking again. He couldn't walk.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much, Ali. Yes, this is it. Now I think it's the time to listen to the final social issue.
5.
I was walking down the street coming home from work about 10 at night. It was dark and this guy jumped out of nowhere and said, "Give me your wallet and phone." He had a knife which he had right up against my nose. I didn't say anything. I was just terrified. I thought he was going to kill me. I just handed over both and he ran away. I was trembling for 10 minutes. I couldn't move. I've never been so frightened in all my life.
So this is it. This is the final one. Question number one. Where was he?
He was
On
On
his
the
way,
road, coming
on
back
the,
to his home.
coming
on
back
the main road
home.
at night.
Bravo, that is it. Thank you so much. Two, who were the other people involved?
A
A
thief.
thief. A thief.
A thief.
Thieves. Yeah, one thief. Okay. Thank you
It
so
was one
much.
thief.
Three, what was the problem?
Pulling out a knife and telling him to give him his phone and the wallet.
Yes, thank you so much. And did he do anything?
Yes.
What did he
He
do?
gave
Yes, he gave him his phone and wallet.
Did he say anything?
No.
No, he said nothing. Exactly. Five, what was the other person's reaction?
Running away with the wallet and the phone.
Thank you so much, Ali. Finally, what was the result?
He was trembling for 10 minutes in his fear.
Bravo, exactly. It was really terrifying. Thank you so much, guys. So this is about these five social issues or problems that we have. And this is about the answer of these questions. Okay, now let me try to remind you about the five recordings. Now let's go back to recording number one. What would you do, or what would you have done if you were in the same situation? Do you remember the first recording? Do you want me to replay the recording? I think we should. Okay, let us replay the recording. Let's start over because now the question is for you. So let's start listening to recording or to the social issue number one and ask you the question down.
Tape script 9.5. A social conscience. 1.
I was in the bank the other day and waiting in a queue. I just reached the front of the queue when this guy jumped in front of me and said, "I just need to ask a quick question." I wasn't very happy, and I hate making a scene, so I let him. But then it started taking ages. He looked back at me and grinned. He was so pleased with himself, and I was just furious. What could I do? I said nothing.
I'm sorry. Okay, now what would you do or what you have done, which is in the past, in the same situation?
And I don't accept someone to pass
He would have done
before me.
opposite of what she
I won't
did.
allow him.
What would you have done, Rima?
I don't accept. I shout on him.
I would have shouted
I would have shouted, yes. It
at
is
him.
not his turn, so he must go to the queue.
Mhm. He should have gone to the queue.
Yes, he should.
That's he should have
Yes,
gone.
yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Do you want to add anything else? Okay. Be careful again because we are using would plus have
Would.
plus verb three. Okay?
Yeah.
Please, we are
Maybe I
talking.
would ask the manager for this issue.
You might have asked the manager about this issue.
To solve this issue if the person insists to pass before me. I might ask someone to solve this issue.
You might have asked someone to solve this issue. Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's listen to 2, and absolutely I will ask you the same question.
2.
I was in the park, right, and there was this woman with 3 kids. She'd obviously had a bad day, yeah? She'd just been shouting at the kids for messing around. One of the kids, the eldest boy, about 8, bumped into his little sister and knocked her over. The mother turned on this kid, the boy, and she hit him really hard. I went over to her and told her to stop. She told me to mind my own business and said some very rude words and stormed off, screaming at the poor boy. He was just a kid.
So this is it. Now, what would you do, or what you have done if you were in the same situation?
I would have told her kindly that it was just an accident. The boy did not mean he was just being playful.
Good answer. Thank you so much, Rashid. Yes. What else? Is that it? Okay, thank you so much. Now let's
We
listen.
would have
Yes.
told her to not be aggressive with the kids, because he will make the same for his sisters or others, and that's not the best way to obey her. Yani, to talk with them in a calm way, not to shout them and to hit them.
Yes. Yes, thank you so much, Saria. Okay, let's listen to 3.
3.
My neighbour always lets his dog do his, business right by my front door, and I always clean it up day after day because it just stinks. So the other day I asked him if he could get his dog to do its business somewhere else, or could he pick it up because I didn't like it right by my front door. He was absolutely horrible and said he'd put it in my letterbox from now on. So I suppose I'll just carry on picking it up. What else can I do?
This is it. Now, what would you have done if you were in the same situation?
I would have put the business of his dog
On his
Put the
garden.
dog in
Come
front
on,
of his
Saria.
door.
You are aggressive.
Yes, because not the first one. Yeah.
We would have done what he has done.
I would
The
done
dog's
the
business
same.
in front of his porch. I would pick it up and put it in front of his porch.
Yes.
I would do what the woman did.
I would
But
do
after
the
her
same.
action, I would do the same.
All agree with me,
Carry on.
doctor.
Come on, I think you have negative thoughts. Okay.
Maybe
He was
we
aggressive
can,
first.
maybe I
It was
would
after that
speak
he
to her many times before.
Doctor, what would
Yes.
you have done if you are in the same place?
I would have bought a dog and just try to make the dog do the same.
So you were doing the same of us. We said
Exactly.
cleaning it and throwing it in his garden.
And you will clean after that.
Okay, it's okay. I would have
I
done
won't
that.
mind the cleaning, but you would
But
feel what I'm
yes,
feeling.
exactly. This is exactly what I meant, Adi. You have to be in the same situation that I am. Okay. Now I think we have to listen to the next recording.
4.
I was on the bus the other day. There was just me and a couple of kids. These 2 kids had their feet on the seat in front of them, so I asked them to put their feet down. These kids, they must have been about 16 or 17, came over to me, pushed me onto the floor, and started kicking me. I've got bruises everywhere. I've only just been able to walk again.
He
So-
didn't do anything
I
wrong.
would go to the
I would do the
police.
same.
I would go to police to accuse them.
Police.
After the
Yes.
bruises, but before.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I would do the same. And when I got bruises, I would go call the cops. Same.
Mhm.
Suited.
Mhm. Okay, amazing. If I had been in the same situation, I would have run away. I can't.
You?
Yes,
How could you run away?
I
You're
can't.
in
We
the
have
bus.
2 men. I can't. You know what? I think I would have stayed silent because they are teenagers, and absolutely sometimes if
But
you
you
are
didn't
not.
know. Like you just asked. You didn't know that this was their reaction. If he know, of course he wasn't going to do anything.
But when you see their how they are set, you know
Yes.
that they are not they are bad behaved.
They are
Yeah,
impolite.
Okay. Can I ask a question,
impolite.
Saria? Why are they
Yes,
bad behaved people? Because of
because
what?
they are putting their their feet on the top of the chair.
They are
Yeah,
not thinking of others.
Yes. Okay, but why?
that's why.
Okay, why did they do
Why?
that, Saria?
Why did they do that? To set
Mhm.
the comfort more
They are thinking
comfortable,
about
maybe.
their comfort
Ah,
and
okay.
their
Oh,
reaction.
Because they think they can do whatever they want.
they are unpolite, impolite because they sit as they want and as they are comfortable, or they didn't care about other people.
Mhm.
And I can predict their reaction.
Mhm.
Maybe we
Yes.
should change our place.
Yeah, I can predict. And this problem, I told my son about this problem. Not all the, يعني, not always we can talk to people the truth and how to set or how to because they are not like you, maybe.
Mhm. Okay, thank you so much, Saria. Okay,
Doctor, what were you talking about?
we
Or what
were
did
trying to discuss this problem, and I think Saria was trying
Yes.
to tell us what I think we might have done if we were
Yes.
in the same situation, or if we
Yes.
had been, not if we were, if we had been in the same situation. Because I have to
Yes.
use past perfect plus would plus have plus verb 3.
Yes.
We still have one recording. Let's listen to it.
5.
I was walking down the street coming home from work about 10 at night. It was dark, and this guy jumped out of nowhere and said, "Give me your wallet and phone." He had a knife, which he had right up against my nose. I didn't say anything. I was just terrified. I thought he was going to kill me. I just handed over both, and he ran away. I was trembling for 10 minutes. I couldn't move. I've never been so frightened in all my life.
So
I would
You know,
done the same.
you would have
no, I
done the
won't.
same.
I would
When
defend
people,
myself.
you know, when someone is gambling, they say everything or nothing.
Yeah, okay,
I
good
would
point.
call 911 without him noticing, give him the phone and the wallet, and start running.
But
Or with
Ali,
it, or with everything or nothing. Or
Ali,
he notice and kill me, or nothing.
you might have been killed.
I said, or nothing or everything.
Okay,
50-50 chance.
it depends. How much money do you have? Okay. What else do you
I
want to
would
add?
defend myself.
No, I would
Would
have
have
done the
defended
same,
myself.
like the man.
You would have done
I
the
would give
same.
him everything, but let me
Let me go, please.
go, please. Yes.
Yes, I want to live
He
my
have a
life.
knife in his hand.
Come on, yes.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm not that good at defending myself. Maybe he is a true killer, maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's why.
Okay, I have to thank you so much, guys. So this is about these social issues, or let me say, social conscious. Now let's discuss this box, and I think we should stop and let's finish talking about this page. Now, let's talk about spoken English. Now let's try to look at the use of just in these sentences. Now, we have to look at them and we have to know in which sentences does this just mean? Really, a short period of time or a short time before, only, or simple, or simply. 1. I just reached the front of the queue. What does just mean?
Short time before.
Aha, short period of time. Okay. 2.
Doctor, what do they mean by a short time before?
Short time before is the near past.
Yes, the near past.
Yeah, it is about the near past. How did I know that, Rashid? Because the usage of what? Present perfect.
Just.
Okay. Now 2. I just need to ask a quick question.
Or simply. Only.
Only.
Only or simply, yes. Exactly. This is what I just need. 3. I was just furious.
Really?
I was really
Exactly. So this is 3. So we notice that just has 3 different meanings. Be careful about them. Okay. I need you just to be patient because we have to finish talking about this box. 3. Let's try to write the word just in its correct place, or where you think it goes best in these sentences. Number 1 is already so. Are you okay, Rashid?
Yes, I just have a small question.
Yes.
In the first question, the word just.
Yes. What about just, Rashid? Rashid, are you okay? Okay. When you are able just to hear me, I'm Rashid, you can, Rashid is out. Okay.
Doctor, can we delay this exercise for the next time, please?
Okay.
I have a lot of duties بعد الليلة.
Oh, okay. Let's stop here.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Let's stop. And absolutely, we will complete tomorrow because tomorrow we have a class.
Okay.
Have a nice
bye.
night.
Good night. Thank
Bye,
you.
bye, bye,
Bye.
bye.